April 1st, 2025, I was dispatched to a call on Gray Manor Terrace for a call for shots fired, damage to a house. I responded to the location and spoke with the victim of the residence, where she stated that she went to bed earlier, heard a loud noise. When she went out to leave the next morning to get coffee, she noticed that there was small holes in her house. I observed several bullet holes inside the house, in the living room, outside of the house, in the siding, and also on the handrail.
I figured Officer Gardner would need some help canvassing the area for maybe some evidence of the incident. I think I ended up finding a projectile on the ground, which is unusual. Usually we're looking for maybe some casings or maybe further damages and stuff like that.
I stepped outside to make a phone call and proceeded to look for further evidence when they found several rounds outside in the roadway. There's one behind our car. So as we were setting up cones to protect the evidence, we heard a loud bang. Officer Parks realized that it was possible gunfire, and we took cover behind the cars that we had.
I remember at one point just being able to look up and seeing Officer Parks trying to return fire. When it kind of hit me, it's like, hey, we're actually getting shot at right now, There was another volley of gunfire, at which point I ended up having to get on the ground. I just remember just feeling and hearing the rounds just hitting the car and the glass. It was 2 months before my son was about to be born. I was thinking a lot about family and thinking about the guys and survival at that point. Again, I had no idea where the rounds were coming from. I figured it came from an elevated position, but had no idea which window.
I also saw what appeared to be a firearm come through the window with a suppressor on the front of it. At that point, it was facing, what I saw was towards Officer McLaughlin. We heard a loud pop. I discharged my firearm at that point. As we were being shot at, 1240 car was damaged in the front of it, the side of it, where Officer Parks and Officer Nguyen were.
The time that I got there, Officer McLaughlin, Officer Nguyen, and Officer Gardner were still up the street a ways in a very dangerous area of the scene. They were in the street hiding behind an SUV, and I noticed this and I said, you guys have to get back towards me. So I stood up with my rifle and I told them, you guys need to one by one start coming back. And I told Officer McLaughlin, you need to come back to me. And he said, I'm good where I'm at. And I realized at that point that he was taking advantage of his position, which was a very good vantage point. He was able to relay to me what he was seeing.
At that point, we realized that it could possibly be an ambush to hurt or kill us and the surrounding people behind us in their houses. Several of the houses were struck.
It was about half an hour of standing out in front of the house. The tactical unit showed up. They relieved us of our positions immediately in front of the house.
The suspect ultimately took his own life, and none of our officers were struck. Thankfully, nobody in the community was hurt. I'm very proud of the people that I work with, my squad and my shift, our supervisors, everybody that responded that day, from the precinct to other jurisdictions to our specialized units. It was a great team effort that went beyond just our core precinct level, and it was indicative of the teamwork and brotherhood of our department as a whole.
They did an amazing job. They're all brave individuals, brave officers. It's been an honor and a privilege to work with them.
I would like to say to the Baltimore County Police Foundation, thank you for recognizing us for the actions that we took that day.